you very much for Mr. Ahmad Yassin. Because we are make a panel discussion for the question and answer, we will divide for the last session. Okay, from the presentations of Mr. Ahmad Yassin, we know that the village headman is the holder of the village financial management authority, and they represent village government of spirit village assets. In exercising this power, the village head empowers some of his power to the village apparatus. In order for village finance to be well managed, village finance must be managed and on a transparent, accountable, participatory basis and carry out in orderly and disciplined budgets. Okay, we make up a big applause for Mr. Ahmad Yassin. Okay, for next presentations, we would like to invite Miss Emma Rahmawati. Okay, Miss Emma, the time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Helza, for the opportunity and time given. Please, would like to introduce myself. My name is Emma Rahmawati. I am from Faculty of Law, Pajajaran University. And in this occasion, I will present an essay with title Implementation of Small Claim Procedures in Settlement of Sharia Capital Market Dispute, an effort to create legal certainty and its challenge. In this occasion, I will not discuss the basic principle of Sharia, but I will discuss and limit it to the procedural law or formal law applicable in Indonesia in relation with the capital market dispute. First, capital market is an alternative of financing and investment. Indonesia acknowledges Sharia capital market as a part of general capital market system. It is civic claim arising from the Sharia transaction. Disputes can be settled in several procedures through the court or through the alternative dispute resolution. Capital market litigation cases rarely found in practice due to several reasons. It is about the formalistic of the procedures, indefinite period, and the complexity of the issue filed the party. Since the competency of the religion court to examine Sharia economic dispute is relatively new, in 2006, the Supreme Court then issued Regulation Number 14 years of 2016. Accordingly, the Sharia economic dispute can be examined through regular procedure or through small claim procedures. The small claim procedures, known as a simple examination, provide a simple, prompt, and low-cost procedure and legal certainty. However, its implementation in the Sharia capital market disputes might be different with the other economic Sharia dispute, especially because this reason is important to be analyzed as my background. Further, we will describe the implementation of small claim procedures in religion court, and we will also elaborate the analysis of advantage and disadvantage in implementing the civil small claim procedures in Sharia capital market civil dispute. And the issue will be arise in this essay is first, the implementation of small claim procedures in examining Sharia capital market dispute. We will discuss about the litigation, about the competency, regular procedures, small claim procedure, then we also will discuss a little bit about the alternative dispute resolution. And then further in the second issue, I will elaborate the advantages and disadvantages and the further challenge faced by religion court. Next, in this discussion, first, the background. Due to the borderless human relation over the world, economic transaction is unavoidable. Economic transaction is a form of investment or financing that grew rapidly over the years, and both investment and financing has contributed to the development of the countries, including in Indonesia. One of the vessels in the economic development is known as capital market. Although the capital market in Indonesia cannot be classified as the main economic indicator, but several facts has shown demonstrated the importance of Indonesian capital market for the countries. The capital market itself shall further support the lack of financing the lack of financing provided by the banking. Pursuant to its regulation, capital market defined as the activity concerned with the public offering, the trading securities, public companies relating to the issued securities, as well as institutions and provisions that related to the securities. Further, itself for the market for variety of long-term financial instruments tradable, such as note, bonds, equities, stock, mutual funds, derivative, and other instruments. This is a very unique since it has the characteristic of high risk and high return. And the previous one. The next issue is in its development. Capital market also acknowledges Sharia capital market. What is Sharia capital market? It is a little bit different with the Sharia banking system. Capital market, Sharia capital market, is the part of the general capital market system. It's not distinctly separated as in the banking system. Both Sharia capital market and the conventional capital market system are not distinctly separated, since currently both are governed by the same law or the same regulation. The umbrella regulation is capital market law. Sharia capital market law is an activity in the capital market as regulated in the capital market law, which is not conflicted with the Sharia principle. Thus, the Islamic capital market is not a system separated from the general capital market. It is just different from the conventional capital market, but they are in the same area and the same umbrella agreement, governed by the same umbrella agreement. It is very growth rapidly since the first issuance of the Sharia Eksadana in 1997, and then go rapidly up to now with variety products provided in the practice of the capital market. The next issue is the implementation of small claim procedures in examining Sharia capital market dispute. This is a little bit different with the other Sharia dispute. This capital market dispute arising also from the relationship of the parties in the capital market, both occur because of the breach of law or breach of contract. As mentioned earlier, the capital market is full of risks, and then it also bears many potential risks, including the legal dispute risk. There are various criticisms of current dispute resolution in capital market, which are generally based on the argument that there is no case in capital market that have been successfully resolved through the court. It is because the indefinite long-term and protracted process are some reasons as the background of this lack of cases bear to the court. The next issue is if the Sharia capital market arises in the practice, then what court authorized or entitled to examine this? Under the law of religion court, Article 49 said that some of the absolute competence states that if the capital market Sharia dispute occurs, it shall be examined to the religion court. That was the extended competency due to the new law in 2006. And then next slide, please. Okay. What is small claim procedure? Small claim procedure is a simple procedure provided for the simple cases. It has a very unique characteristic and requirement. It can be filed orally or written. Single judge, the first one, the step is single judge appointed to examine the qualification whether the case is a small claim case or not. That was the preliminary phase. And then the registration of lawsuit, and then paying the court fees at the first stage, and some of the other procedures. And the second requirement, the object of the dispute shall not over the line object, not also over the special judicial jurisdiction, and the maximum of the claim shall not exceeding of 200 million rupiah, and it shall be in the same court jurisdiction of the disputed party. Within the plaintiff and the defendant shall be in the same court jurisdiction. And the third one, against plaintiff or defendant, and only have to get one defendant, the defendant or plaintiff, unless there has some similarity. Next, the procedures. The procedures shall be settled not later than 25 days. How is the procedure? First, claim filed to the court, and then the examination to decide whether or not this is a very small claim procedures, and then the mediation, and then the response, and then the verification of rule. The procedures is very different with the regular procedures, since there are no replic, no duplicate, and there are no further first conclusion and other. This is a very simple procedures applied to very simple case. However, the slide please. Okay. There are some characteristics of capital market issues which can or cannot be applied due to the very specific dispute. And I analyze that as the advantage and disadvantage of applying this capital market issues. There are some advantages. First, because of the definite and short-term period, not later than 25 days, it really accommodates prompt decision for the disputing parties. This is also fulfill the compliance of the efficient dispute resolution. And the second one, the small claim procedures applying simple procedures which commonly desired by the disputing party or the investor. Third, the available remedy against the judge decision is objection, and decision of objection is final and binding, thus it serves legal certainty to the disputing party. And the fourth one, the small claim can be filed to any religion court over the country, so it is very simple and easy to be filed to the jurisdiction in every cities. And the last one, small claim procedures have relatively less cost. But however, despite of this advantages in applying, but there's also disadvantage, which is a little bit hard to be applied in certain capital market dispute inter alia. First, the limitation of claim amount. Can we go to the conclusion? Limitation of claim amount. Limitation of the claim amount is relatively small for capital market transaction, for certain capital market transaction, and it only can cover retail consumer or retail investor. Second, simple verification of proof of the proofment system might not be appropriate for examining more complicated dispute. Third, the limitation of number of plaintiff and defendant cannot be applied in massive transaction dispute. And the last one, the civic claim cannot be filed against the unknown domicile of defendant. The limitation of the same court domicile jurisdiction is quite inflexible, considering that it is in this online trading system era, parties can be connected over the world. And is some challenge faced by the religion court? The last statement, Ibu Moderator. Some challenges are faced by the religion court after the amendment of its competences. The following are the opportunity faced by the religion court is: first, institutionally, the existence of religion court is threatened due to the additional of competencies. Accordingly, the position of religion court shall be higher and at the same level of the other court. B, the religion court shall prepare its human resources to give best services, especially in capability, in dispute, in the resolving Sharia economic knowledge. Third, the religion court shall improve the facility and infrastructure to be ready to serve the public more, especially in resolving the Sharia capital market dispute. That's all my presentation, and back to Ibu Dr. Helza as the moderator. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for your nice presentation. Uh, we know that we have the special moment for a special time for question and answer after all of the participants attend their article. Okay, for next presenter, we invite Ms. Nun Haryati, integration of commercial finance and social finance challenge of Sharia banking in Indonesia. Time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, thank you for Ibu Dr. Helza as the moderator. I would like to present my paper with title Integration of Commercial Finance and Social Finance Challenges of Sharia Banking in Indonesia. The Sharia financial system includes not only commercial finance but also social finance such as zakat, infak, sodakoh, and wakaf, which where these two aspects cannot be separated from each other. Social finance includes charity, infak, sodakoh, and wakaf, while commercial finance includes all business activities that can generate profit. Next. This is also reflected in Islamic financial institution. Characteristic of Islamic financial institution are the integration of commercial finance and social finance. Islamic financial institutions are not only profit-oriented, but also have a goal to achieve mutual prosperity, which contains values of health. So that ultimate objective of Sharia economics is to achieve al-falah, and one of the means to achieve al-falah is through social justice. Next slide, please. If we see the background, we know that Sharia banking is one kind of the Sharia financial services, institution. This terminology I using from the Financial Services Authority law. Next, please. The Sharia banking has a strategic role in the national economy as mandated in Article 3 Sharia banking law. Islamic banking aims to support the implementation of national development in order to improve justice, togetherness, and equality of people's welfare. Okay. Social finance, when integrated optimally with commercial finance, will generate enormous potential in supporting development and improving people's welfare. But currently in Indonesia, the management is not optimal. It is interesting to investigate about what is the challenges for Indonesia Sharia banking with regard to integrating commercial finance and social finance in order to improve justice, togetherness, and equity of people's welfare as mandated in the banking law, in Sharia banking law. This study uses a normative juridical approach with the specification of analytical descriptive research. Next, yeah. Sharia financial institutions have two rules at once, namely as a business entity and a social institution. As a business entity of Islamic financial institution, it serves as an investment manager, investor, and service. As a social institution of Islamic financial institution, it serves as a social fund manager for the collecting and distribution of zakat, infak, and sedekah funds. Sharia banking as a business entity has an intermediary function that performs profitability business activities as a Sharia social funds collector derived from money wakaf, as stipulated in Article 4 of the Sharia banking law. Currently, the regulatory and supervisory authority of Islamic banking in Indonesia is the Financial Service Authority or OJK, while in the other hand, one of Bank Indonesia authorities to regulate and supervise social finance. Hence, the integration of commercial finance and social finance in Sharia banking involves these two authorities. Okay, next. Sharia social banking function as Baitul Mal institution only receive funds derived from zakat, infak, sodako, hibah, or other social funds and channel it to zakat management organization. Likewise, in the management of cash wakaf, as stipulated in Law Number 41, years 2004, concerning wakaf, Sharia banking only acts as a Sharia financial institution recipient of money wakaf, or we say LKSPWU, who receive money wakaf funds from wakif by issuing cash wakaf certificate and giving the wakaf funds to Nazir who was appointed by the wakif. One of bank's examples that have optimized the integration of commercial finance and social finance are Social Islamic Bank Limited or SIBIL in Bangladesh. SIBIL is an extraordinary banking banking model. The aim is to eliminate poverty and empower families through social investment based on participatory economic system. So that SIBIL has authority to manage a directly social fund in Bangladesh integrated with their intermediary function, and the result shows that it could decrease poverty in Bangladesh. Next, please. Yeah, next. So, the conclusion. The challenges for Indonesia Sharia banking in integrating commercial finance and social finance is to optimize the integration of social function and the intermediary function of Sharia banking, where Sharia banking is not limited to act as Baitul Mal institution and Sharia financial institution recipient of money wakaf or LKSPWU and handed over of its management to zakat and wakaf institution, but also given the authority to act as direct manager of community social fund. Ideally, the related institution in commercial finance and social finance such as OJK, BI, Badan Wakaf Indonesia, Zakat Management Institution, and related ministries makes clear guidelines in terms of coordination so that the integration of social finance and commercial finance of Islamic banking can be optimally performed. For example, with the establishment of Wakaf Bank that is considered to be an economic driver, especially an inclusive economy. Thank you.
Very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Before law of work, law should be nadir. But for EMT, this is a debatable. Social or civil or not. Pak Asep is one of the supporters for EMT to be nadir.
sebenarnya ini bagian dari disertasi saya mengenai penelitian model bank wakaf di Indonesia. Yang menjadi pusat penelitian ini mengingat tujuan perbankan syariah yang begitu besar yang diamanatkan di dalam Undang-Undang Perbankan Syariah itu sendiri. Bahwa perbankan syariah dibentuk di Indonesia tidak hanya untuk mencari keuntungan semata, tapi dia diamanatkan oleh undang-undang untuk dapat menunjang pembangunan dan meningkatkan kesejahteraan rakyat. Setelah ditelusuri lebih lanjut, syariah banking sebagai bagian dari lembaga keuangan syariah, dia tidak hanya bertindak sebagai lembaga yang mencari profit, tapi juga dia adalah lembaga sosial. Sehingga di dalam ekonomi Islam, pengintegrasian antara commercial finance dan social finance itu adalah sesuatu yang harus dan harus seperti itu. Sehingga apabila kita melihat kondisi syariah banking di kita sekarang ini, terdapat dikotomi antara kedua fungsi itu. Apabila kita melihat contoh-contoh di negara lain, dan saya baru melihat dari Bangladesh, Pak, melalui Social Islamic Bank Limitednya, Sibil, dia mengintegrasikan kedua fungsi ini dengan lebih baik. Di Indonesia, regulasi yang ada menghambat untuk terjadinya itu. Mengapa? Karena di dalam Undang-Undang Perbankan Syariah itu sendiri, fungsi sosial perbankan syariah hanya terbatas sebagai lembaga baitul mal dan lembaga penerima sebagai LKSPWU sebagaimana diamanatkan di dalam Undang-Undang Wakaf. Dan di dalam Undang-Undang Perbankan Syariah bahwa pelaksanaannya itu harus merujuk kepada undang-undang yang mengaturnya. Artinya ketika perbankan syariah bertindak sebagai baitul mal dan LKSPWU itu terbatas oleh undang-undang yang diatur di dalam zakat, undang-undang zakat dan undang-undang wakaf. Padahal perbankan syariah itu sendiri memiliki potensi yang sangat besar untuk meningkatkan kesejahteraan rakyat. Sangat, Pak, sangat besar. Dan sayangnya OJK saat ini mengatakan bahwa mereka sudah membentuk bank wakaf yang apabila diteliti lebih lanjut seperti yang Bapak bilang, dia bentuknya adalah BMT. Dan BMT itu kita tahu operasinya sangat terbatas operasionalnya dan hanya mencakup lingkup tertentu. Sedangkan kalau kita bicara perbankan, dia bisa mencapai remote area, Pak. Sedangkan Indonesia ini sangat luas sekali wilayahnya. Tidak akan mungkin bisa dijangkau dengan BMT yang kecil. Bagaimana dengan koordinasinya? Sedangkan apabila dibentuk satu bank yang khusus untuk mengelola dana-dana sosial itu terkumpul dalam satu bank, bayangkan potensinya, Pak. Berapa besar dana yang dapat terkumpul dan berapa besar SMS itu, Pak? Ya, yang tidak bankable itu, pihak-pihak yang tidak bankable dapat mendapatkan pendanaan dari dana-dana sosial, sehingga dana-dana sosial yang terkumpul di Indonesia ini dapat dikelola secara lebih produktif. Tidak hanya terbatas oleh lembaga-lembaga tertentu saja, tapi dalam satu lembaga yang benar-benar mereka adalah memiliki profesionalitas di bidangnya untuk menginvestasikannya. Ya, terima kasih.
Quite clear, but I just suggest you be careful with too much trust to the Islamic bank. Islamic bank still capitalism.
And
Betul, Pak.
it mean we have to change
Kita
the law
tidak
of
dapat
wakaf, ya.
memungkiri bahwa Islamic Bank di Indonesia belum syariah compliant secara 100%.
Bukan, we're not
Atau
talking
syariah
about,
based.
we're not talking about syariah complaint or not. I am a national syariah
Ya,
country.
ya betul, Pak.
You know, the Islamic bank still need more and more capital.
Ya,
That is capitalism.
ya, betul.
We have our once a cooperative law of 1945.
Betul. Ya, sangat banyak, Pak, permasalahan perbankan syariah di Indonesia.
Okay.
Cuman ya kita tidak boleh apatis,
just
apalagi
be
sebagai
careful.
akademisi.
Just be careful. Okay, applause for our presenter. Next is
Mr. Far M. Faiz
I think it's Pak Irfan with
first, and then this is Miss Efrina
with Oli,
prison,
yeah,
Prison.
together with Oli.
and Atep, Mr. Atep Abdul Rafiq still here. Okay. And then the last me.
Okay, Pak Faiz, time for you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. May peace and prosperity be upon us all. First of all, we would like to say thanks to the committee who has selected and invited us to present our paper entitled The Indonesian Constitutional Court Decisions as a Social Engineer in Improving People's Welfare. So I wrote this article together with my colleagues, Oliviana Agustin. Both of us are researchers who assist constitutional judge. We used to assist Idewagede Palguna. We will present our paper or presentation and divide it into several sections. One, we will start with introductions, and then research questions and the limitation of our paper, theoretical framework that we use in our research, result and discussions. In the result and discussion, we will discuss and elaborate on the case analysis, 3 important decisions, and the implication of those decisions, and we will end up with the conclusions. So let us start with the background or introductions of our research paper. As all we know in Indonesian, we have a general goals written in our preamble or the introduction of the Indonesian constitutions. One of the general goals is to improve the people welfare based on the 5 principles of Pancasila, especially social justice, the 5th principle. And the people welfare here, what we mean with people welfare, we refer to the welfare economic conception that is concerned with the distribution of income. So we have the preamble, we have the concept of people welfare, and we have law. The welfare improvement, this is the function of the law. The law improvement policy needs to be based on the rule of law, reflected not only in the law and regulation, but also on the court decision. So when we are talking about the source of law, it's not only written law, but also the court decisions. And then we will come out with some cases decided by the Constitutional Court, because the court has the function to, and can form and exercise social control over social policies contained in the law. Next. So what is the research question on our paper? We address what is the role of the Constitutional Court decision in improving people welfare. And it's not easy to link between the role of the court and improving the people welfare. But we are trying and struggling to find the link based on this theme on this conference. But we make a limitation because people welfare conception is very broad. So we make a discussions based on the decision declared by the court in the last 5 years, and we found at least there are 3 important decisions regarding the welfare. One is the pension fund or dana pensiun. The second is minimum wage or upah minimum, and the third one, the severance pay. Severance pay means uang pesangon. So this is the 3 important decisions that we will discuss. Next, please. So we are using theoretical framework 2. One is the law as a social engineer. As we know, Roscoe Pond is the leading of this theory. He said that supposed to be law is not only in the book but also in actions. He also criticized the conception of the old-fashioned view that law and regulation is just law. No, he said that it should be function to change the social and the community. And the second framework is the constitutional decision is the source of law. Probably we refer that Indonesia using civil law, and then when we are using civil law, usually judge only just not interpret the law, but only using it. But it's different with the Constitutional Court. Although we are using or previously using civil law, the Constitutional Court itself is a judiciary that can live in even in the common law system. So the judge of the Constitutional Court, they can make a law. So it's referred to the judge make law. So that's why the court decisions in terms of Constitutional Court, they can also make or change the norm. So the methodology that we use in our research paper, we're using juridical normative, and then library research, and then we also include the approach of case studies. So we are analyzing several important cases. So let's start with the result and discussion of our research. One, the Constitutional Court decisions regarding the people welfare. As we mentioned before, it related with the pension fund, minimum wage, and then the severance pay. So probably it is also related with all your interests. One, pension fund. If you are civil servant, someday, hopefully, we will get a pension fund. But in the state treasury law, there was a provision stating that the pension fund that we could withdraw will expire after 5 years. So meaning that if you want to withdraw the pension fund after 10 years, you will only get the last 5 years, not the 10 years. So this is challenged by two civil servants, one from the former Ministry of Trade, and one is the former lecturers from University of Indonesia, Sri Bintang Pamungkas. And the court say this is the pension right must be guaranteed because it's against the Constitution. The court also say there should not be reduced based on the time limit. So if we got a pension, you can withdraw in any time. Within, for example, this problem probably not many in big cities, but if we are looking to the remote area or eastern part of Indonesia, for example, Papua, they will wait or postpone to withdraw the pension. But using the previous provisions, they can't. They only can withdraw or take the pension fund 5 years. The second case is the minimum wage case. And we just realized that there is a controversial provision in the manpower law stating that the company or the businessman, they can suspend the payment of minimum wage to laborer. If it is laborers only work daily, for example, as labor or workers, and they got to suspend to receiving salary or the minimum wage, we can imagine they cannot buy anything, even the basic needs. So this was challenged by several trade unions, and the court said that the payment of minimum wage of employees and labor is necessary and cannot be reduced. The court also say the payment below the minimum wage of the employer based on the decision of the authorized official is vulnerable to abuse of power. For example, if I own a company and I said to the public official, I will suspend the minimum wage for my employer, it's okay. So this is the provision that was challenged, and the court revoked these provisions. And the third case is the severance pay or uang pesangon. This is also important and interesting case because it is submitted by a security person, a man who worked and studying law in University of Bung Karno, but he's also working as security. He got terminated by the employee, but there is a time limit to get severance pay for 2 years. It means that if he asks the severance pay after 2 years, then the company or the employee cannot give the money of severance pay. Of course, this is violates the right to work and get sustainably, and the court overturned this provision, saying that it cannot be eliminated because of specific period. So, and the important thing is that the court decision has a characteristic of erga omnes. It means it bound not only to the party of the cases, but also all the people or the public official or the state institution across Indonesia. So it's not only recovering the right of this person, the security, but all the employee and workers in Indonesia. So we can see what is the implication of these decisions. The three court decisions that we analyze are a form of protection of the people to the right of welfare, and is constitutionally guaranteed by our Constitution, the 1945 Constitution. And in accordance to the Roscoe-Pound theory, the decision have become a tool of social engineering. So it changed the rule, it changed the regulation, and is protecting the right of workers and employees. So as we can see in next slide, so we analyze three implications. For example, the first implications, after revoking provision regarding the expirations to receive pension fund or uang pensiun, if there is a delay in taking a pension fund, it shall not reduce the right to fulfill a decent and fair livelihood for retired civil servant. So Bapak Ibu semua, kalau nanti mau mengambil uang pensiun lebih dari 5 tahun, tetap akan diberikan penuh. Tetapi kalau sebelumnya kita mau mengambil 10 tahun, itu yang akan diterima tetap hanya 5 tahun. Nah, inilah yang dibatalkan oleh Mahkamah Konstitusi. The second one, there is a legal certainty for workers in obtaining salary in accordance with the minimum age. So payment of the minimum age can also be suspended, but cannot be suspended anymore by the company. So the workers and laborers will get a minimum wage in time of finance their living needs. So in Indonesia, if kalau kita dipecat atau siapapun dipecat, itu akan menerima minimum wage itu atau tidak dipecat, tetapi bisa disuspend, artinya bisa ditunda pembayarannya. Bayangkan kalau perusahaan bekerja sama secara ilegal dengan public official dan menunda pembayaran, padahal ini adalah minimum upah, apa yang terjadi dengan keluarga-keluarga tersebut? Mereka tidak memperoleh gaji atau upah minimum yang layak. So this is the implication. The third one, the court created a new legal policy that payment of sovereign pay does not have expiration date. Ini juga uang pesangon, siapapun kalau dipecat nanti, ya, dia hanya punya waktu 2 tahun untuk meminta uang pesangon. Dan itu dianggap bertentangan dengan konstitusi, MK membatalkan, mereka bisa menerima kapan saja. Karena there's a lot of practices that the company or the employee, they have intention just to delay to give sovereign pay, so the employee or the workers, they cannot take the severance pay after 2 years. So the implications is the court decisions is expected to improve the standard of living of workers, but we believe that it is not a direct effects to the people welfare. It is indirect effect. Why? Because some court decision is non-self-executable decisions, meaning it need a follow-up from related stakeholder or party, for the employee, from the government, from the parliament, and from the ministry. So it's not direct effect, but at least it has been protected. The second, with the revocation of the time limit, it will provide more guarantee on the fulfillment of the basic need. The third indication, with the attainment of legal certainty for workers and labor, it obtaining company wage, and it can directly improve the people welfare. So to conclude our presentation, because we only have time limit, the article has analyzed several decisions of the court which have implications on the people welfare, particularly in terms of wage of worker and laborers and severance payment. Therefore, the workers and labor can meet their basic need of decent standard. The second conclusion that we arrived at, unlike the ordinary court, who is the ordinary court, meaning pengadilan negeri, pengadilan tinggi, dan Mahkamah Agung, the court decision has a characteristic of erga omnes. Even though it's only submitted by one person, to all people in Indonesia, meaning that it can protect all the Indonesian citizens, not only the party in the case examined by the court. And the third one, the court decisions have important and effective role for improving and as a tool of social engineer in maintaining. If it is cannot increase or improve the people welfare, at least this decision can make thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I think we would like to invite Dr. Mami to more quickly to this corridor. And after that, we do every night. And tidak ada ATM. And now, I mean, Pahalami first. After that,
Should we wait for another speaker instead of speaking?
Pardon?
Should we wait for the next speaker?
And the next speaker.
And
Finish
after
time.
that
Yeah.
we ask.
I think for Faiz is very important for has at the level of the minister to listen like that.
Yes.
The impact of regulation, the impact of policy, something like that, regarding with the economic level. Okay, Dr. Mami,
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, Bapak Nabil Zaman. Would like to present further of work report in the term of state sovereignty. I want to provide the problem of the contract work of Freeport in Indonesia. It is important for me because in the new order era, the contract of work Freeport is many problems, especially in the business, in the contract of business, in the term of international law. And I want to show that contract of work Freeport is unconstitutional. It means that in the term of international law, there is one theory of the sovereignty. It means that if you want to make a contract between state and business unit, business level, it is not similar. It's not same because the state it has power, but the other, the business corporate has no power to make contract with a state. In the case of Indonesia, I want you know that with the using political legal analysis, I want to show that now there is a negotiation between Indonesian state and Freeport Corporation, and under Jokowi Widodo's administration, now he will renegotiate the contract of work, and in the regime of the law of mining in 2009, the clause of the law states that all of contract of work is not valid. It means it was appropriate with the law of 2009, in the term of mining law. And in the SPA of Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono era, there is no policy that SPA make clear in the contract of work Freeport. I don't know, in the term of political international, it is transition government. And the effect that there is no president can make clear with the contract of work of people. Suharto, Megawati, also SBY has the power to change contract of work report. Because what? Because I don't know, many business interests with the regime. I don't know why, but I know that many contracts in the Freeport area using what I call is perkanan with about the politician under golongan karya or also the other politician. And in the term of sovereignty state, I analyze that the root of the renegotiation was done by Jokowi Dodo now. It is a complexity. It means that it is contrary by constitution or not. Because in the term of the law of mining 2009 state all of contract work must be changed into the license of the state. It means that all of contract must be licensed by the state. It is not contract but license. The regime of license. It is not the regime of contract. And the conclusion I want to show you. The conclusion. Speed. I want to read. The contract of work has always experienced up and down. Because what? Because it involves the interest between the state on one side and multinational company on the other side. There are two interests. The state, it means the official of government, and also the multinational companies such as a Freeport. And the spirit of the self-reliance and sovereignty of our natural resources management owned by Indonesian people have indeed strengthened in the last few decades, especially since the Reformation era, to reduce dependence on other parties. And Freeport is considered as a benchmark to be controlled, must be controlled, in securing national interest. In the past era, the past decade, there is no control by the state. And now, I'm sure that under Jokowi's regime, Freeport will be controlled with the securing national interest. But I don't know. With the HOA, head of agreement, and now this government acquires 51% of the Freeport. It is national interest is good, but by holding a majority of share, common to 51%, Edison will have sovereignty in mining management as mandated by Article 33 of the Constitution. It is my conclusion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mami. In the area of economics, this case is in the area of political economics. And also, we need to historical approach, like Tyson, and the situation, political situation, and so on. I think influence by not to really have a powerful control. But for the
stage can be held by the next. Finally, it must be a collaboration between the corporation or companies and the government, because Indonesia, I think the government cannot do that itself, but the government have to collaborate with the companies to make. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The process of implementing human rights with effective in managing the human rights problem is by developing the adequate understanding that human rights are relevant in business. I mean that it must be collaborate between government and company. The conclusion, multinational companies in Indonesia play an important role in promoting economic results, have an influence on all aspects of the country's daily life. Indonesia is carrying out an important case for the development of the global mining industry with human rights issues. The key driver about the evolution, expansion, concept of human rights, and also public distrust, negative reputation, competitive advantage, and also the collaboration is the key factor for the successful of addressing human rights in the mining sector. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for all of you, and you can make a question. But I guess in this moment, illegal mining is the wide issue in Indonesia. But when we talk about the custom law, there's more illegal mining. Please, you can make a question.
how the people also want to contribute and with the company, because between the company and local people actually has the same destination, but also they are different thinking about how to maximize the material of mining. I think this one Pak Nawawi.
Okay, thank you. If there's no one, thank you very much. There's only one. I think we have especially for what is, I think next time we will come to Oktober and knowledge and give like okay, give up to all three presenters.
Thank you very much. My presentation is very simple, not so long. About the Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for moderator and for all participants. My article is Financing Corporation Agreement of Commercial Building Construction on Land Walk-up with analysis based on Indonesian law. As you know, this based on the Indonesian walk-up law. There's merely change from the law that we have to make all the walk-up asset must productive, not just for worship but also for economic development. So the construction of commercial building on land walk-up is one way of empowering walk-up economically productive in Indonesia. So to build commercial building on land walk-up requires cooperation in the development and management. For commercial building development on land walk-up is not only related to economic aspect, but also how all the regulations to build appears in Indonesian walk-up law. But this article determines legally cooperation of modification and management of land walk-up for commercial building constructions. Okay, findings that based on Article 43 of the walk-up law, that management and development of property walk-up by Nazir must be implemented in accordance with the principles of Syariah. It also has consequence in the preparation of operation agreements for management of asset walk-up, including cooperation agreements and financing on commercial building development on local land. There is integration between positive law and Sharia principle. Next, we can integrating case and land walk-up. I think it's very the best way to build commercial building on land walk-up. How to combination between the case walk-up and the land walk-up. Because the case walk-up may be raised by issuing walk-up certificate of different denomination against the plan project, so that a number of individuals or institutions as active may buy them and just join together to finance the planned projects. And then we can operate in build transfer operation or BOT system. Endowment financing with BOT is a contract between Nazir and the project sponsor, where sponsor finance, design, build, operate, and manage facilities for the project until a certain concentrate. And BOT is a partnership between Nazir and investor with a cooperative patent implementation period expires, the ownership of the project is handed over to no-cost to Nazir. This is a example, build transformation duty. Picture one is how the building productive of asset is there is in Kuningan Street, Jakarta. Is the example of building commercial building on land wakaf for list for office. And then picture two, education unit funded from the result of commercial building management. And then now maybe this new concept, use of saving funds for construction commercial building on lot of land. Because I think when I read the law number 34 of 2014 about concerning financial management of Hajj, is very relevant. It invested to operation with the development of wakaf asset. Because in essence of is very synergistic with the provision of wakaf law number 41 of 2004. Because between the two, the rule of law is very accordant with its aim. It all is the trust for the benefit of Muslims. This is the example that Imara Wakaf Islamic Bank building in Kuala Lumpur is built on land wakaf and financed by Hajj saving funds from
ومن بعد طرق الناس في إجراء العقد هو أن يقبض والي الأمر ولي المرأة أو وكيله يد العروس أو الزوج أثناء الإيجاب والقبول، وبعضهم ترك المصافحة في إجراء هذا الإيجاب والقبول، وبعضهم يقوم بجلد العروس الزوج بعد انعقاد العقد النكاح وغير ذلك من العادات والتقاليد. ولكن في يوم 28 من أبريل سنة 2018 انتشر الخبر عبر تسمية شبكة الإنترنت وبين المجتمع الإندونيسي بطريقة السرعة الفائقة يعني فيرال عن وجود عقد النكاح عبر فيديو كول. وفي الحقيقة أن عقد النكاح الذي أقيم وانتشر الخبر عنه هو عقد النكاح الذي يتعارفون عليه المسلمون في إندونيسيا خاصة، يعني هو اجتماع العائلة والأقرباء كل من المقارب كل من العروسين في مكان معين الذي يتفقونه فينفذ العقد بين ولي المرأة ووكيله يعني العروس. والذي يجعل الانتشار هو يعني هو لأن العروس يعني الزوجة شهدت إجراء الإيجاب والقبول الذي يصدر من والدها والقبول الذي صدر من عروسها عبر الشاشة الحقيقية الجوال الذكية يعني سمارت فون المبرمجة بفيديو كول الموجودة في هاتفها الجوال الذكية المتصلة بمبرمجة فيديو كول نفسها الموجودة في هاتف الجوال لدى إحدى عائلتها القادر في بيتها أثناء المجلس الإجابة والقبول لابتزارها عن حضورها الأبد لأنها كانت في مكان بعيدة يعني في ساماريندا. ولكن الذي أريد أن أتحدث هنا هو إجراء عقد النكاح بين الزوج والولي أو وكيله الذي يكون بعيدا كل منهما عن الآخر بحيث لا يلتقيا وجها بوجه إلا عن طريق فيديو كول، يعني بحيث يستطيع أن يسمع ويرى كل منهما الآخر أثناء المكالمة الإيجاب والقبول شفاهة. يعني محتويات البحث هو نظرية الشريعة الإسلامية في عقد النكاح وتقنية الاتصالات الحديثة. ثانيا نظرية الشريعة الإسلامية في إبرام النكاح عبر فيديو كول. ثالثا يعني المناقشة بين أقوال العلماء. أين واصل في sebelumnya. لو فتحنا جهة الإسلام يعني النكاح الميثاق والغليظ عقد النكاح ميثاقا غليظا لما فيه من الحقوق والواجبات التي يكلفها أو تكلفها الزوج والزوجة المؤثرة في الدنيا والآخرة بعد إبرام هذا العقد. ومبادئ العامة في عقد النكاح هو أن يكون عقد النكاح مستوفيا الأركان والشروط التي قررها العلماء. وترك في تعبير النظام إرادة النكاح ينظر المقدمة هو أربعة أنواع يعني أربعة طرق النطق باللسان والإشارة أو الكتابة والرسالة والرسول. وفي يعني في تقدم التقنيات الاتصالات الحديثة الآن حتى يستطيع كل إنسان أن يتكلم عبر الهاتفية، ولذلك من خصائص الإسلام هو مرونة أفضل من مرونة في الشريعة. ومن هذه المرونة هو التقبل في المستجدات والقبول في النوازلات. بيننا وبين أصدقائنا يعني وجها بوجه نستطيع أن نرى كل واحد منهما ونستطيع أن نسمع الكلام كل منهما وفي يعني فقد اختلف العلماء يعني المعاشرون في حكم عقد النكاح عبر التليفون ومنهم من زوج النكاح عبر التليفون ومنهم من منع النكاح عبر التليفون ومن أدلة الذي يزوجون النكاح عبر التليفون هو أولا بشروط يعني أن يكون كل العاقدين متبادلين مع صعوبة اللقاء. ثانيا وجود والي المرأة أو وكيله لإجراء العقد. ثالثا حضور شهود المحادثة الهاتفية التي جرى فيها العقد بحيث يسمعون الإجابة. رابعا يفضل رؤية كل من المتعاقدين للآخر. خامسا اختيار من التزوير والتدليس بتحسية كل من المتعاقدين عن طريق الإظهار وسائل الإثبات الشخصية أمام الشهود. وسادسا اشتراط إجراء العقد في أماكن تتشرف عليها المؤسسات الإسلامية أو الحكومة الموثوقة. ومن العلماء الذي يمنعون إجراء العقود يعني عقد النكاح عبر التليفون هم يستدلون بأن عقد النكاح عبر الهاتف وعبر هاتف السري واللاسلكي وغيرهم من الوسائل الناقلة للصوت قد يبلغ الخداع والغش لأحد الطرفين على الآخر وأن عقد الزواج يجب أن يقاط فيه ما لا يقاط في غيره لحفظ الفروج والأعراض فيحرم إذن عقد النكاح بهذه الوسائل الحديثة. ثانيا أن عقد الزواج يشترط فيه الإشهاد ولا يمكن أن يتم بصورة سليمة بحيث يحضر الإيجاب والقبول شاهدان كما يتم في حالة التعاقد بين الحاضرين. وقد صدر القرار المجمع يعني 54 مائل 3 مائل 6